10 years. Rust is more than 10 years old now since its original release in early access in 2014. And at first glance, it's no different than any other survival game from that time. But after being in early access for 4 years and being fully released game for 6 additional years, the game is not showing any signs of slowing down. And not just that, it is consistently among the top played Steam games every single day more than 10 years later since its release, averaging more than 100,000 peak concurrent players every single day. But how and why? How is it possible that Rust is still alive and kicking, and why this game is played by so many people despite being kind of hated by most of them? The answer lies, well, in exactly that. People absolutely hate this game, and they love that they hate this game. Because no other game can replicate what Rust does. But you need to understand first what it actually is. On the surface, Rust is pretty typical survival game. You're spawning with nothing, you're gathering resources, you're researching different tech, progressing through this tech tree, building the base, and your goal is, well, to survive. And just like in any other game, you have different type of servers focusing on PvP or PvE or base building on things like that. But where there are shines and where its core game mode is in its PvP mode. And that's where entire game actually is. And it's difficult to explain what's happening in a PvP mode because, yeah, you need to actually be there. The PvP in Rust is absolute chaos. And if you want a game where no 2 playthroughs will be the same for you, Rust is exactly that, because everything is run by players here. The most dangerous enemies, most powerful allies, the friends, the foes, most toxic individuals are all real life players. And that is something that not all games can replicate. This is one of the few games where in a single day you can find friends, conquer everything around you, build an amazing and powerful base, and then turn on your friends, kill them all, or being killed by them. And then you will just start from all over again. And where such behavior will not be punished, because this is exactly what entire game is built around. This game is simulator of a real life society, or rather real life anarchy society, where the no rules actually exist. Because yeah, in this game actually no rule exists, because the only rule that actually exists here is that you need to survive by any means necessary. But that's not all why this game shines. A lot of games can do something like that, like for example Ark or any other survival games. Where this game actually shines is in its gameplay. Because the game is actually taking a post-apocalyptic kind of like a future, you have a lot of different tech available for you, and modern tech at that. Despite you starting with very primitive weapons and equipment, you can actually quickly go through and develop and become a powerful war machine. And not just with weapons, but also with different equipments, like for example different transportation, including air balloons or trains, or even helicopters and submarines. And you can have a moving bases, a stationary bases, traps, and everything around that. And you're not even limited with those, because with all the updates, more and more different equipment have been added. And with this additional injection of a new different things to do, well, playing against and with another people becomes much and much more fun. But even with all this, it's really difficult to keep the game alive for this long, and not just that, and also thrive and become bigger and bigger and bigger. And truth of this game's longevity lies in, well, in the same reason as every other game's longevity, and it is the replayability value. You see, if you want to understand why people love this game, you need to go into Steam reviews and not read the reviews themselves, because most of those reviews will say the same thing: how amazing it's to play with another players, and the same people will hate the game exactly for the same reason, how they got this insane stories and how they got this insane situations. You will see and read all in this. But what you'll need to pay really close attention is an amount of hours that those people who reviewed this game actually have. And you will understand that this is the game where people are playing thousands and even tens of thousands of hours. This is the game where if you'll start playing it and if you'll start understanding it, you will not be able to abandon it. This game is not on again and off again like the most other games are. This game will become your life if you will love what you see. And it is becoming life for most of the players who are enjoying enjoying this game. And not just enjoying, it's becoming alive for the people who are not enjoying this game as well, because they understand the appeal of it and try to learn and become better at it. We will see that absolute majority of positive reviews are given by the players who have hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of hours, but you will see exact opposite as well. The most negative reviews will have exact same play times, and both of those reviews are made by very passionate people who are not abandoning this game. And those same people are getting other people into the game, and because those other newer players now have people that understand what this game is, these newer players have the communities around them that will teach them how to play this game properly. They're also becoming hooked with this game and play more and more of it. And the content creators are doing the same thing as well. They're creating the communities around themselves where the many new players can join in, and because they can understand and play in relatively safe environment, they play the game exactly how it's meant to be played without any additional penalties. They learn how to play it and they start enjoying it right from the get-go, and then spend hundreds or thousands of hours in it. This game cracked a perfect formula, and from what I see right now, if the devs will not ruin this game intentionally, this game will not be slowing down anytime soon. And I'm pretty sure that at this rate, we'll be seeing this game on average a 24-hour pick, not just in hundreds of thousands, but 2 or even 300,000. And that will quickly push it not in just top 20, where it is consistently now for years, but in a top 10 and maybe even top 5 of top Steam games. That's not an easy task, but Rust is well on the way to do that. Man, if you have not tried this game, man, you should absolutely try it. Find a community that will teach you how to play this game and join them and learn how to play this game, because this is an experience that no other game can do, or at least very few games can give you. It's basically RimWorld, but with real life players. The chaos that is happening here is absolutely beautiful, and every gamer should absolutely try it at least once in their lifetime. And if you want to watch my original review of Rust, you can watch it right here. And if you want to learn my top 27 best survival games, you can watch it right here as well. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe right here as well. This should be for today, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care.